All right, boys, here's a quick update video now that I have daylight of what I've been working on the interior of this truck for the last 2 months. So a couple things first off the bat. Those factory speakers, I think, they weren't factory, 90s speakers. I think I showed you those got replaced. So I got these 6.5-inch kickers in the front doors, 6.5-inch kickers in the rear doors. I had to use a spacer here so that they don't interfere with the window channel. Then found a couple of cool things on the Land Cruiser forums. There's a couple guys that make some really cool 3D printed parts. So this car has no cup holders. Early 90s, no cup holders. There's like I don't know what this is, a little coin tray, but it can't be a cup holder because it's actually under the dashboard, so you couldn't put anything there. So this guy, I forget his name, he makes a double cup holder here that mounts next to the shifters. Kind of like the Toyota design. It has these removable rings for different size containers, which is kind of cool. Another guy made this one. So again, this is normally just like a cubby hole. This guy made it kind of like a cup holder slash, I think it's to hold a phone, but whatever. This can hold pens. This slot can also hold your phone if you want to stick something down there. So that's pretty cool. No new changes on the dashboard, really. You'll see my AC vents are out. That's another little upgrade from a guy that 3D prints stuff. These AC vents are notoriously floppy. So even though you direct them, let's say you point them up at your face, after you start driving, they just wiggle down. This guy came out with this little 3D printed shim that sits in here and prevents them from doing that. So I'm just waiting on that part to come in on Sunday. And then I'll put the AC vents back in. Other than that, this is the head unit that came with the truck, which is ironically the exact same one that is in my 03 4Runner. So that's done. What else up here? You'll see some wires down. I have the kick panel taken out. All of those wires are pre-ran and ready to go for the painless wiring harness. So that has a feed wire coming from the battery, a trigger wire coming off a ignition hot source. So that'll be kind of a nice setup. And I know from the forums that circuit boss, there's a little indentation under there. That will all tuck underneath there and the kick panel can go back on. So that'll go back on this weekend. Then what is that powering? So one of the circuits is powering 2 of my USB chargers. So there's one here. These are quick chargers. So it's USB-C, USB, and there's a volt reading in the middle once you plug them in. So that's kind of handy. There's another one over here. And I'll come back to this one in a second. On the center console, there used to be 4 little tiny coin holder things here. I found a company online that makes custom switches that fit in those spots. So also powering off that distribution block are going to be my usual 3 lights that I put on all my trucks. So there'll be LED spotlights toward the bumper. There'll be the roof rack LED light bar. And then I have a couple of rear lights that are going to go in the back of the roof rack once it comes. So that's all nicely integrated, looks pretty factory. Then to the left of the dash, this is a magnetic charger and phone holder. I love these. I have this one in my 03 as well. So this is just wrapped up kind of neatly. It plugs into here so that your phone charges magnetically through this. And then the USB cable is for Apple CarPlay. This head unit is not wireless CarPlay, so I still need the cable there. So that's how I set that up. Again, looks pretty factory because I was able to get this into a factory. There was a factory blank there. So same kind of a setup there. Moving to the back, not too much here. WeatherTech floor mats around the whole truck just because #kids. Underneath the seat, fits like a glove, is a 10-inch kicker subwoofer, like an all-in-one unit. So that's pretty cool. That pounds the seat actually a lot harder than I thought it would. So that's fun. The last 3D printed thing are rear cup holders. So there were no cup holders for the kids. These snap in where the factory ashtrays were. So there were factory rear ashtrays on both doors. My kids don't smoke, so they get rear cup holders. I'm not thrilled with this design. It's a little bit like in the way. You can kind of see like on Leela's seat, if she reclines at all, she's gonna break that thing off. So I may look for another solution for rear cup holders, but for now, I don't allow drinks in the car at all, ever. So they're not used too often, usually just to hold their stuff. So we'll see. And then moving to the trunk, nothing really new back here to speak of. New wiper, new plates, and then the awesome split tailgate. And drop the lower. And same thing back here. I have the third row seats up just for show. These are not all the way run yet, but these are the wires that are coming from that panel up in the front. Those are going to feed the roof rack once it comes in. But yeah, nothing too new in the front. I did get a trailer hitch, which I did not put on yet, so that's going to go back here. I just have to double check that it will clear the 35-inch tires that are on this truck. So that may be a concern. But that's pretty much it. That's everything that's been going on the truck. I gave it a wash yesterday. And it looks pretty good. The rims look clean. Taking it out today for its first drive. I'm gonna go pick up the new battery. I did put my battery tender through the grill here. Through the grill here, so it's not too noticeable. Although I think once I have the new battery, I probably won't need to do that anymore. I also have the little grill vents taken out of the front bumper because it looks like, I was playing around with this yesterday, looks like there's a threaded factory hole right here, and I think I may be able to build some kind of bracket where I can put my LED spotlights behind these little vents. Same thing on that side, and it's pretty accessible, so I think I may be able to work something in here that'll look pretty pretty factory. Like you won't really notice they're there unless I turn them on. So yeah, looking forward to taking it out today.